So it's funny that, he kind of disqualifies himself in the very beginning of that passage. He says, the law has been abolished and fulfilled. Well, that's contrary-wise to what Yeshua himself said. He said, do not think that I have come to abolish the law of the prophets. And notice it also says, and the prophets. So it's not just the law, it's the prophets too. So by his reckoning, the prophets would be, we ain't got to listen to the prophets either, even though the prophets are the ones that prophesy, and everybody in the Newer Testament uses the prophets too, right? And then we have passages like Amos 3:7, unless something is first revealed to the servants, the prophets. This is the Most High speaking. He doesn't do anything unless he first reveals it to his servants, the prophets. That's what he says. Amos 3:7. But that would mean that the prophets are done away with too. Not a thing. He centers on the word until. Until. And he says, well, that right there is, that means that we can jump all the way over here to this other passage, and this is the until. He makes the connection of, him saying it is finished. What's the word until in Scripture? In that passage that you started with, we're not going to move away from this and jump way over here. We're going to stay with this. What's the qualifier for the word until? The qualifier is this: until heaven and earth pass away. Well, heaven is still there. The heavens are still there. The earth is still here. We're still communicating right here on earth. I wish you would have kept reading, because it says, therefore, whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So those who break and teach others will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. So I want you to be mindful of that, sir, when you're not doing these and teaching others not to do these, of your status, your potential status in the kingdom. Therefore, whoever does and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Meaning that these Torah keepers that you're condemning or combating, those who do and teach others to do will be called great. They will be of a higher status. So, if we liken that to the following status that you have, your 800,000 or whatever followers, that's your status here on the earth. You got a huge following, and you're looked at as way up here, but when it comes to the kingdom, you'll be way down here, when the people that you're condemning and speaking against, contrary-wise, will be way up here. And again, that's, concerning the entry to the kingdom in the first place. I'll have to, we'll do another take on this to get to the next section. And hopefully we can get through this entire video. So stay tuned.